Assalamu alaikum, Rashika. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm good, Adil. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So, Rashika, tell me about Talent E. Like, how did it start, and what are you guys working on, and what's this about?
All right. So I am a personal branding strategist at Talent E, and what Talent E is all about is personal branding again. And but we have like a very specific reason why we started, and how we started is our founder Leonard. He is from the recruitment background, right? And he deals with a lot of executives day in and day out. And he realized that it's very important for executives, leaders in companies, and other individuals, prominent managers in the company, to build their presence, because through individuals, companies can leverage them and build their presence, be more visible online. So that is one need that he saw, that companies might not get a lot of traction, especially on LinkedIn, right? You might have seen a lot of company pages which have been there for years, but their posts don't get a lot of traction. And even on other platforms. But if you're posting from an individual's account, if you're posting, let's say, from the CEO's account or the CFO's account, if they are more actively talking about the trending topics in their industry, what should a person do, or what should not do, or what they should not do, their opinions on what's going on in the industry, they will position themselves as thought leaders, and through their profile they will get traction for their organization and for themselves as well. So they can position themselves as expert, um, and also get more visibility to what their company is doing. So that was the entire idea behind Talent E. So today, what we are doing is we are helping leaders, executives, managers, or even beginner level professionals who are interested and who are keen on building their presence on LinkedIn to be more visible through content. So what we do is we create LinkedIn posts for them. We have a copywriting team that does all the research, creates the content, and the user can just check the content, review, and approve, and it'll be automatically published from their account throughout the month.
Yeah, that
So yeah,
that's a
that's
good.
basically it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And also to your point there, that when I was doing a LinkedIn fundamental course, that even LinkedIn suggests that you should be first posting from the company's page, and but all of the employees should be reposting it on different days, so that your product, or your post can get more reviews on it. So yeah, that's a really good point. And also what I was thinking the earlier today was that. A lot of previously, before in uh, I think before 2012 or 2013, big media houses, they were very famous and people used to know them. But now, life is more about individuals. So if Mr. Beast is the most hyped person, and that's why the Beast burgers are doing so good. And it's basically the person instead of the media company that is famous. So yeah, and especially after TikTok as well, things are more individualistic now. And yeah, you are very right that a single person can lift up the whole company and also drag the whole company down as well. So yeah, on LinkedIn I see a lot of people who make a lot of mistakes that end up putting them in very dangerous positions as well, their whole company in danger as well. And yeah, so that's very important that if you can have someone who can basically design your post for you and stuff like that. Because as a person personally, what I'm seeing is that I personally also go out of content as well. So you cannot remember the content, or you cannot understand that. So I think Talenty is helpful in that way as well, that it keeps churning out the new content as well. But I do have a question around that as well, that
Yeah.
since it's AI based, so it is based on chat GPT, or is it based on some other framework?
So it's not completely AI based. So what the entire process is like, we have a copywriting team, so copywriting experts who do the research about the trending topics and the trending resources in your industry. Once they pick up the topics or shortlist the resources, then they use GPT. It's embedded in our back end. to create like a basic draft of the post, and then they personalize it according to the user's profile, according to the user's background, and then they add it to your Talenty profile, where you can review it. If you want to personalize further, you can personalize it, and then you can schedule it for LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's a good one. And also, especially in Dubai as well, what I'm seeing is that mostly people are finding jobs through LinkedIn. So yeah, that is an important part where if you are looking for a job, LinkedIn I think the best place to look for. So yeah, if you are posting more, obviously you are getting more traction with other people as well, and that opens up a lot of opportunities as well. And funnily enough, I joined LinkedIn back in 2020 because the whole world was shut down, and I had no way of talking about office with anyone else. So that's why I started it. And I have grown a community there. And the good thing about that community is that the trending topics, you keep in touch with that, and you are able to understand that. And also sometimes you post a thing, and then the other person who comments on that, they are able to help you understand other things as well. For example, if you have found a new plugin, or if you have found a new thing, they tell you that if it's working or not working. So yeah, that kind of thing is really helpful. So I do think Talent is a great product that can help a lot of people. So how does it work? Like I have seen that you guys have company packages and for individual packages. So is it only for the C level executives, or a person like me, or a small person like me can start as well?
Yeah, no. So our packages are for individuals and for teams of companies. So of course, any individual, be it even a content writer who doesn't have the time. So the entire idea behind Tality is that you don't have the time to be more visible on LinkedIn, but you want to be. So that's where we come in. We help you save that time by doing 90% of the work. So as I told you, it's for beginner level individuals as well, managers, C-level executives. Why I mentioned executives initially is because they are the ones who are the busiest and who don't have the time. Most of the others do take out some time and post, but even if, like, let's say managers want to be more visible on LinkedIn but don't have the time, it's for them as well. So we have two individual plans, which is the starter plan and the premium plan. The starter plan does not include a lot of personalization, and it has like a fewer number of posts, and the premium plan includes more personalized posts, customized posts, along with a high number of posts every month. And then there are team plans where, let's say, 5 people or 10 people from the company can join. So apart from all the features that they'll be getting in the premium plan, they will also get company related posts. So there will be a company curated library where our copywriting team will be updating content about their company, like the latest products, services, or any updates in the company, so that the employees or the team members, we call them talents at Talenty, so that the talents of the company can pick posts about their company and publish it from their personal profile. This is because people trust people more. And if a person is posting about the company or about the industry or any topic for that matter, that will get more traction, more trust than a company posting about it. And as you also mentioned about job seekers, so I would want to mention a point out there. I started my LinkedIn personal branding journey in 2021. And within 1 month, this is not like exaggerating, literally within the first month, I started getting traction on my posts because I was very active, and I also started getting job opportunities. And the job that I am in right now, I got this through my LinkedIn itself. Why? Because my profile was ranking well for the right keywords. And why was that? Because I was actively posting. So the entire idea about actively posting on LinkedIn is you will start ranking, your profile will start ranking for the right keywords. So let's say someone is searching for your title, your job role, content manager, for example, or digital marketing manager. If your profile is well optimized for that, and if you are regularly or actively posting about the different topics in the digital marketing industry, your profile will start ranking well for that topic in your location, and your profile will be easily found by the headhunters, by talent acquisition managers. So that's why personal branding is important even for job seekers. And when it comes to C level executives, of course, it's crucial for the company. And you can get like this C-level executives can get so many collaboration and partnership opportunities and even inbound leads for that matter.
Yeah, that's right. Especially the the biggest thing about LinkedIn is that it's a basically very big ocean for a lot of leads as well. So if you want to collaborate with some people, or if you want to collaborate with any company, you can find a person, right person on LinkedIn can actually help you achieve that. So yeah, that's a very important one as well. So yeah, and about the question of keyword ranking in LinkedIn, actually I don't have clarity on that. So can you would you mind explaining a little bit further on that?
Of course. What keyword ranking is like, our entire profile is like a page for LinkedIn, like SEO, right? So there is search engine optimization for LinkedIn as well. So you have to use the right keywords which are around your profession, all the skills that are related to your profession, or other important keywords that are related to your profession. You have to use them throughout your profile without actually overcrowding or using the same keyword multiple times. So you have to position them in such a manner that your entire profile kind of shows or represents you as a professional in that industry. So let's say the skills section, the experience section, the about section, talks about section, feature section. There are multiple sections on LinkedIn that most individuals don't even leverage. I actually have a post on that on my LinkedIn. So if you guys want, you can go to my featured section and go check out that post. It's all about how you can optimize your profile. And yes, that's also a service that we offer at Talent E. So if you don't have the time or if you'd like our services, you can reach out to me and I will be the one optimizing your entire profile using the right keywords and also updating the different sections of your profile so that your profile starts ranking well for that. And yes, so this is step one, that is optimizing your profile. Step two is posting actively around your industry. So both of them play a role in your profile ranking well for the keyword.
Yeah, that's right as well. So about the keywords, because I didn't have clarity on this, to be very honest, and the reason I asked this is because some of my friends actually are ranked number one for Amazon ads, and I
Okay.
always wondered that how did they get it, because I'm the one who posts a lot about Amazon but never got the. So yeah, I will be using your service as well in the future. So yeah, that's a good one. And also tell me that apart from LinkedIn, do you guys provide services in other sectors, or are you guys planning to, elongate it, or is there any, future plans to get it further?
So currently, we want to focus on LinkedIn because that's the professional platform, whether it's B2B or B2C. That's where you can get your clients, collaborations, jobs. But what we have in our current plans is to get more of long form content, which is like articles and blogs, to help you position better as a thought leader in the industry. When it comes to other platforms, we might consider definitely in the future, but currently we want to focus and build first on LinkedIn because this is the professional platform. This is where every professional is. So, this is an example that I give everyone, that if someone wants to know you professionally, wants to know your background and experience, they will not search for you on Instagram or Facebook. They will search for you on LinkedIn. So, this is where you need to build your presence.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense as well. So yeah, that's a good one. And also tell me more about LinkedIn. Like you said, you started getting traction in the first month, but there are some people who try and they don't get any traction, especially after a lot of attempts. So is there anything that they can do to leverage it quickly?
So there is like no way to leverage it quickly. That's I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make. So they're active for a month and they're not getting like very good results because there's no path to overnight success, of course, even on LinkedIn. So and then they leave, they give up like after a month. So basically, minimum you will start getting results or you will start seeing the change on your profile in your opportunities that you're getting in 3 months if you're posting actively, if you have optimized your profile. So these are two steps that will help you to get the basic difference in the first 3 months. And the third very important step is engagement. Now, what is engagement? Engagement is like interacting with others' posts in your industry and networking with them. So, yes, posting helps a lot. It helps your profile reach people you're not even connected with, but still you have to take that extra step to kind of be a little more active when you are sharing your opinion on the different topics in your industry. Others are also doing that. So if you come across such a post where you think is adding value to your feed, just leave your opinion there, and also make sure to network with leaders in your industry, peers, and anything or anyone whose content you really like and that might inspire you, be it in your field or in any other field. So, because again, it's all about networking and building your network, building your community. So, while updating your profile and posting actively does help with building your network, you have to also do it directly. So, yes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I actually have one more question for you, and that is on LinkedIn. We have seen that in previous months they have changed their algorithm like 2 or 3 times. So, in such a scenario, how will Talent E handle it? The teams, because for example, because I'm sure that when you are curating content, you guys are keeping in view the algorithm. But as soon as the algorithm changes, how will you guys take care of that? Because if it doesn't go well with the new algorithm, it might stop getting traction.
Right. So we are in direct, we keep ourselves updated with the changes in the algorithm, and we make sure that, the kind of content that we're creating meets that. We also make sure that the kind of content we're creating meets the industry standards. Because, see, what we plan to do is what our main intention is to position our users as, the go-to person in the industry or the expert in the industry. So when someone reads their posts, they should understand that yes, this person knows a lot about what they're talking or about the industry. And when it comes to the algorithm, it might change, every 3 months, or it might change very frequently. But when you are actively posting or when you are regularly talking about your industry, people will see you, people will trust you, and you will kind of start building a community. So that will always be there. And if you are doing it over time, so if you're doing it for 1 month, nothing will work. But if you're doing it for, let's say, 3 months, 6 months, a year, you will build that trust with people, and then algorithm won't do anything to you or your posts. So
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because what I have seen is that any person who posts something new or something really wonderful or something really insightful, regardless of algorithm changes or regardless of anything, their post gets a lot of attention. But at the same time, the person who is just posting mediocre stuff or repetitive stuff, I think LinkedIn has done something to repetitive stuff as well. You don't see it frequently now, but previously, I'm talking about 2021 and 2022 days, you would see a lot of, repetitive content as well.
Yeah, I think it's more about the quality of content and more about your community and less about the algorithm, because algorithm used to change before as well, and it'll continue to change. But what matters more is like what you are posting and your network, if
Yeah,
whether
that
people
makes
are liking it or not.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I do have one more question for you guys.
Okay.
Have you guys dealt with someone who has, been part of, one industry and wants to move there? Because in that scenario, his audience totally changes. So how will you guys, in such scenario, how will you guys, as a talent, will, tackle that?
So, right now, when you're switching industries or positions, how you need to position yourself matters a lot. So, we've come across a lot of clients who want to kind of, switch industries. So, they want their current profile to be completely changed, completely updated. So, again, we follow like a complete process of doing the research about like the new industry and how we can help optimize their profiles for the new industry. That's the first step. And the second step is, again, of course, talking about like finding a common ground. how they can switch from like the current industry to the next one, like common topics, posting about that, and gradually moving to like talking about the new topics.
Yeah, that
Because
makes a lot of
yeah,
sense.
they cannot like suddenly start talking about another industry out of the blue, so you have to make that transition.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because whenever you change your posting style, even the algorithm gets disturbed, and you stop seeing the reach get there. But yeah, once you make that connection, and once the algorithm is able to understand that whatever you're talking about is actually picking up pace, you start getting more. And also, is there a concept of shadow ban on LinkedIn? Because I have seen shadow bans on Twitter, on TikTok as well, and Facebook as well. But yeah, I haven't heard about it in LinkedIn. Does such thing exist in on LinkedIn?
I'm sure it must be. I mean, I haven't experienced it or haven't seen it, but like I said, there are algorithm changes and there are days when your post might not get like a lot of traction. But as long as you don't get stuck there, that why didn't my post get traction? You need to keep moving and keep creating quality content, and it'll get back to normal. So also, this is something that I would like to highlight, that here at Talent E, we don't want to position our users as creators or as influencers. So we don't promise them a lot of engagement, a lot of traction, um, likes, comments, etc. What we promise them is the image that they're building in their community and on their profile, like through their profile. So whether your post gets only 20, 30 likes or 100 likes, we don't guarantee that. But what we guarantee you is that after, let's say, a few months of posting quality content, or like the content that we're creating for you around your industry, people will start seeing you as the leader in your industry, as the thought leader or expert in your industry. So that is what matters to us the most.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Rashika, tell me three reasons why I should join Talent E.
Right. So the biggest reason, or like the main aim behind our platform, is helping you save time. So I know a lot of leaders, individuals, managers, or even beginner level professionals, they want to be more present on LinkedIn. They want to be more visible and want to talk about the different trending topics in the industry, but they don't have the time to do that. Of course, our busy lives don't allow all of us to do that. That's where Talent E comes in. We are doing 90% of the work for you. We're doing all the research, we're creating the content. All you have to do is check and schedule. You just have to like log in once a month, schedule all your posts for the entire month, and they'll be automatically published throughout the month. So that's the most important point. Point number two is that we are coming up with the leading industry topics for you. So I've seen a lot of individuals, they aren't sure about what to post. They are like their topics are exhausted. They don't get content ideas. So that's where we can help, because we have a team who's working solely on this. We come up with trending topics in the industry. We give you also other topics, like we have a curated library which has 50 different topics, or like 50 different industries, posts on 50 different industries. So let's say, apart from your niche or apart from your industry, if you want to talk about leadership and management, future of work, or any other topics, you can also pick that and use those posts. And the third very important point is that apart from the post that we're helping you with, we are also giving you the best practices on LinkedIn. So I'm a personal branding strategist, and the team itself is usually regularly updating themselves upon about what's happening in the industry, about what's happening on LinkedIn, and what are the best practices. So all our users get that way of reaching out to us, or they can get like expert tips, expert best practices on what they should do to further enhance their presence and be more visible in their industry. So that personal touch or personal consultation option is always there.
Yeah, these are the good points, and yeah, you are very right about the point of content creation, because the topics get exhausted, and yeah, it has happened to me a lot where I didn't know what to post, so I just let it out. So yeah, this will be good for people who are looking to build themselves on LinkedIn. Also, I think it's essential for everyone to be on LinkedIn, because any working professional, either be it in services industry or in any industry, they should be on LinkedIn so that they can catch better opportunities. Also, it actually answers the question to global village as well, because you might be very known person in your district or your area, but once you are on LinkedIn, people from different countries can see your content, and people from different countries can actually get in contact with you as well. So it's basically a window to the world as well. So yeah, thank you so much, Rashika, for coming on the podcast. And yeah, do you have any closing remarks?
Yeah, so like I always tell everyone that personal branding, as you quoted, personal branding is not for any specific individual, it's for every professional out there. So you need to be, whether you take talent e services or not, you need to work on your personal brand, start working on your personal brand today, I must say. And I also get this a lot, that people think LinkedIn is saturated and there are a lot of people already publishing, but I would say that it's never saturated, because there are a lot of people who might start but then they stop. So what you need to do is you need to start and don't give up. I'm not saying publish post every day or multiple times a day, but be present out there, put yourself out there and make yourself visible. Only then you will be able to find the opportunities that are lying around you that you don't even have an idea about. So stay grand and build your personal brand.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a
Thank
good
you,
one.
Adil.